What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we are going to be doing the playthrough video of COLISEUM SMOOTHIE. So this came out the exact same time as the Sugo Fest with version 2 Katakuri, and obviously with the whole new batch of version 2 Katakuri, Strucin, Montdor, Flampe. Those are the type of characters that are going to be very useful in this fight, and there's going to be 4 different teams you guys are going to be seeing in this video today against Smoothie. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the unit itself and decide whether or not it is worth farming. And I can tell you preemptively, yes, this character is an amazing character and you should be farming this character out. So first of all, when you get her to max level, max limit break, her stats are pretty good: 2700 HP, 1440 attack, and 370 recovery. So across the board, pretty decent stats for a Colosseum unit. Her captain effect will boost Slasher and Powerhouse characters' attack by 2.75 when they have a matching orb, 2.25 times otherwise, and give them a 1.25 times health boost. Not really the greatest captain effect overall compared to a lot of the other Colosseum characters that we have, but her special ability is so freaking good. Maxing out at 13 turns with her max limit break, her special ability will deal 100 times her attack in int damage to a single enemy, which is amazing, and also will go ahead and make Slasher and Powerhouse characters int, quick, and dex slots have matching slot effects for 1 turn, and if your captain is either Slasher or Powerhouse, greatly boost the type effects of normal attacks, otherwise known as color affinity, of Powerhouse and Slasher characters for 3 turns, and it is a 1.75 times color affinity boost. This is an amazing subunit actually for version 2 Katakuri, as Katakuri is a Powerhouse captain, so you can get that color affinity boost off for your Powerhouse and Slasher characters, and that's very, very strong, as well as allowing you to get int, quick, and dex orbs counting as matching, which means that psi characters will have their negative as matching, strength characters will have their negative as matching, and also quick characters will have their negative as matching for that 1 turn. This character is just an amazing character to max out. In terms of her potential abilities, she has psi damage reduction up to 5%, and she also has critical hit, 80% chance to land 8% extra damage, and she actually has a support ability as well, which will attach to Big Mom, Katakuri, Daifuku, or Cracker, that adds 7% of her attack and HP to the supported character. She has 2 crewmate abilities, one being a 50 stat boost to Slasher and Powerhouse, and her secondary one will make her own psi orbs have matching slot effects. So as a sub, she will never have a negative orb unless if she is given a block orb. So that's the breakdown of the brand new COLISEUM SMOOTHIE, an amazing character to max out. It is going to be boosted in the next treasure map, so I would suggest going ahead and maxing this character out. So for round 1 against COLISEUM SMOOTHIE, we actually gotta go up against Cracker on round 1. On stage 4 though, we've got Randolph and King Bomb with a preemptive attack that will go ahead and give you 9 turns of increased damage taken, as well as going ahead and applying 3 turns of percent damage reduction. So ideally you want to have a character to remove that damage reduction, and if King Bomb is alive after the first turn, he applies a 2-turn special limit to your team. And then moving on to stage 5, it is going to be against Cracker. Cracker has 2.4 million health, and he'll go ahead and have a preemptive attack of 9 turns of immunity, 5 turn of despair to your team. He increases your damage taken by 3 turns, as well as going ahead and applying 2 turns of orb block and making all of your orbs into block. And then when you actually kill him, he does about 15,000 damage, I think, to your team. So ideally having some way to tank the hit, or having just enough health to tank the hit normally, and having a way to change the block orbs that you get given into matching orbs and a despair reducer are going to be very, very important for this particular fight. Moving on to stage number 2, it is going to be against Daifuku. On stage 4 though, we have Bava Roy, who will go ahead and have 1.7 million health, and he doesn't really do much. He shuffles your orbs around, which can have some block orbs, but he basically just does heaps of different health cuts. So essentially, you don't really need to deal with too much here. As long as you have a way to manipulate your orbs into matching, he's very, very straightforward to deal with. And then Daifuku has nearly 4 million health. He has delay immunity. He has 2 turns of defense up, so definitely someone to reduce the blue shield defense is going to be quite useful. And he also applies 3 turns of special bind to your entire team. So yeah, definitely defense removal and special bind removal are going to be very, very useful here. If Daifuku is alive after turn 3, he will blow away 2 of your crew members, and under 50%, he'll go ahead and apply 5 turns of bind to 2 of your characters. So once again, just don't really get him below 50%, try and take him down as quick as possible. And now we can finally talk about the final stage, which is going to be against Smoothie. On stage 3, we have Cracker. Cracker, he will apply 8 turns of Despair to your team, lock your orbs for a turn, and give you a full board of block orbs. And when you kill him, he'll apply a 60% health cut to your team, so you won't be killed by that unless if your health is at 1 HP, I do believe. So very, very easy to take care of here, as long as you have a Despair remover, or you can delay him. You can do any sort of debuffing to the enemy Cracker here. Then we move on to stage 4. Stage 4, Daifuku has 4.4 million health. He has immunity. He applies recovery bind to your team. He applies 2 turns of defense up, and it's very, very large defense. He also applies 3 turns of special bind, and he transforms into a dex unit. And after the first turn of attacks, he applies end of turn damage to your team that he'll start doing. And when you actually end up killing Daifuku, he actually fully removes the recovery bind. So that's actually really, really useful to have. And then the final stage against Smoothie, she has so many different effects. Her preemptive attack will apply 99 turns of poison and strong poison immunity. Note about this is that you can still use Magellan, because Magellan's toxic is not considered as poison or strong poison. So that's really, really useful, and you guys will be seeing that in some of the other teams. She also has delay immunity, and she'll apply a 3-hit perfect barrier for 99 turns. So that is, again, very annoying to deal with. And when you enter the room, she'll actually remove all of your positive attack and orb boosting effects. If you have some sort of other boosting effect, whether it be color affinity, chain boost, whatever, that actually does not get removed. It's only attack and orb boosts are removed upon entering the final room, and all of your orbs are actually switched into negative upon entering the final room as well. On the second turn, and every single turn after that, she'll apply 4 turns of bind to your crew, to 2 different units, and that is very annoying, as well as she'll just continuously bind over and over and over again, and 4 turns of bind means that with sockets, you really cannot get rid of that. Also, there is an interrupt on the final stage against Smoothie as well, where she will go ahead and remove all your beneficial effects and apply 10 turns of slot bind if you use an attack or an orb boosting effect. So this is where using a special that can carry your boost into the final room, such as like Gear 4 Snake Man or Legend Lucy, as their perfect buff will be active, and she doesn't remove that perfect buff, and then you can go ahead and get the attack or the orb boost. And then when you actually kill Smoothie, annoyingly enough, she does revive with 2 million health. She applies 10 turns of attack down, and she blows away 1 crew member and changes into a dex character. This boss is actually pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. However, if you have Legend Magellan, it makes clearing this dungeon significantly easier. Magellan is super duper key, because Magellan, not only does he apply that toxic, which can actually kill Smoothie very quickly, but he also gives you that end of turn healing as well, which means that you can tank the hits from Smoothie, allowing your poison to actually stack up. In a couple of my teams here, actually, that you guys will be seeing in this video, I actually have the support ability of Hannibal attached to Magellan, and he's actually really good, because when you attach it to Magellan, the support ability states that whenever you use a special ability that applies like toxic or poison or whatever, that will actually go ahead and give you a conditional attack boost against enemies that are poisoned or toxic or whatever, and that's a really nice ability to have. Unfortunately, I don't have it maxed out. I just got it to like level 1, but it's really nice to have, to just use that support ability with Magellan to give you a little bit of extra boosts. Also, sailor abilities that treat a lot of orbs as matching is going to be useful, as all of your crew's orbs will be considered as, or they'll get changed to badly matching upon entering the final room. And obviously, having version 2 Katakuri is also going to make your life a lot easier, as he is able to kill on the revive much easier, avoiding the attack down, which it is not a very significant attack down. If I had to guess, I'd say it's maybe a 50% attack down, so it's not really that significant, but it definitely makes a difference. Now, there are plenty of teams that can actually clear this dungeon. A lot of them do utilize that Magellan. So I would suggest that, if you are finding this very, very difficult, to either run the lower difficulty version of COLISEUM SMOOTHIE, or if you are desperate to defeat the higher difficulty version, you could definitely pick Magellan as one of the free legend pulls on the login streak, the bonus login reward. So that is definitely a very, very good choice to go ahead and do, as Magellan will be good in a lot of future endgame content coming down the road. But that just about does it, guys. That's going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. So we've got the Lucy team here, and there is one more team after this, which is actually a V2 Boa team that does also utilize the Magellan to go ahead and kill Smoothie. So anyways, that is going to end this video, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.